Good evening, everyone. Yeah, good evening. How was your day? Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Iguribi. Thank you. All right, please. We all know we just have 1 hour for this class, so I dropped a link this afternoon, and I asked the TA to send it across to you. Were you able to download the Splunk? Did you get the information? Yeah, my day was fine. Okay, were you able to download Splunk? Any issues? It's a straightforward app, right? Nice. Okay, so do you have any issues? No Wazoo, Splunk. Okay, Ibukun, what are your issues? So are we good? Do we all have Splunk installed? Okay. How many of us got to the point of entering a username and a password? Don't worry about my screen, just listen for now. We don't have much time today. So did you get to the point where you had to enter a username and a password? I'm so glad a lot of us downloaded it and then we're good. Okay, so let me show you. No, not account creation. Before you could download, you need to create an account, which I'm sure most of you have done. I've passed that stage. So I'm talking about when you downloaded it, right? During the installation, there was a part you were supposed to enter in a username and password. Okay, right. Go to just search for it. Go to your search button and then search for Splunk. Type. I think these issues are minor because a lot of us are good, right? All right. So, were you able to log into Splunk? Were you able to log in? I need to share my screen. You were not able to log in. Oh, sorry. Let me share my screen. Oh, nice, beautiful. So if you have logged in, Let me share my screen. Please hold on. I want to share my screen. Hold on a bit. Let me share my screen. Confirm if you can see my screen, please, when it comes up. Yeah, it is a paid software, okay, and it's open source. So that was why I asked you to go through that route. So you wouldn't, we're using a trial version for 60 days, okay, before you'll be asked to make any payments. So that was why I asked you to go through the Splunk Enterprise and then all of that. Okay, now my screen is up. Okay, so if you are logged in, let me log out. No. You don't have it pre-installed. Okay, Splunk is a Siem tool, that is the security information and event management tool. Okay, so it's used for log analysis, event gathering, all of that. Yeah. Okay. So can you see my screen? Yes. Now, I want to log out. I just logged out, so I want you to see this. Tides, have you seen your Splunk? Okay, now I just logged out and then you can see my screen, right? So I'm going to log in, right? Okay, so I've logged in. I'm waiting for my screen to come up. Yeah, straight to practical. There's no time. Now, okay, now the first thing we want to do is you've seen the environment, you can just take out your time and then, go through, learn, explore, ask Chat GPT, So we're now going straight to what we have today. We're going to be doing log analysis. And remember, the last class we talked about the security information and events management, what it is all about, and how we can use that as a tool for defensive security. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at, we're going to search first of all, right, for our log. Okay, no, you're not going to use my username. I have my username, you have your username, right? And then your password also. Are we all here? So now you go to search, click on search and reporting. All right. You click on search and reporting. Yeah, click on search and reporting. Search and reporting. It's on your left, right? You see search and reporting, audit logs, and all of that. So just click on that. Then here's the search bar. Enter search here. So first of all, we're going to gather, we're going to, are we all together? Please, let's follow up. We don't have time. Oh, sorry. Before then, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please listen to what I'm about to say. Okay. Now, once you log in, sorry, before we proceed, once you log in for the first time, go to settings. All right. Please follow me. Go to settings, then click on data inputs. Click on data inputs. Are we all there? You just have to be together with me. Emmanuel. Okay. So once you open it and you can see hello administrator. How many of you can see hello administrator? I can see hello administrator. I can see hello administrator. Okay. Then if you're there, go to settings, click on data inputs, right? Click on data inputs and then go to local event log collection. Local event log collection. Click on it. I've done mine already, so right. Click on local events collection. Are we all there? Nice. So now click on application. Once you click on application, you will see an arrow that is asking you to put it in that selected log, the box there for the selected log. So once you click application, right? I have application already. Then click on the arrow that points towards the selected log box. Then look for security. Send it also to the selected log box. Then finally click on system and send it also to the selected log box. That is what I'm trying to say now. Taiwo Rachel, I said just click on it. Once you click on it, there are two arrows in between the available logs and the selected log, right? There are two arrows in between. Okay, so now what you will do is when you click on application, click on this arrow that is pointing towards the selected box. It automatically moves it to the selected log. Someone said I'm too fast. So it's very simple. Have we done it? From the available logs, right? Once you, okay, for instance, now, if I click on, let's say this, if I click on it, this arrow here between, once I click it, it moves it to the selected log. Okay, sorry, it's the time. Okay. Someone said, Modi said I'm too fast. All right. I said, if you can log in, go to settings. If you can see hello administrator, go to settings, right? Okay. So have we all done that? Go to settings, then click on data inputs. Once you click on data inputs, click the first one, which is event log collections. Right? Then once you click on event log collections, we'll be looking at, since we're going to just be looking at our local events. So you click on the first one, and then you, from the available log, select application, security, and then system to the selected log box. Nice. Then scroll down and save. Make sure you save. Make sure you save. Have you saved? Go down and save. Have we saved that? Okay. Okay. Now, remember, we're not dealing with remote hosts. We're only touching our local hosts, right? So, nice. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back to what we have to do. Please, how many people are here with me? Am I too fast, or should I just go ahead? Now, once you have saved, yeah, you can. Beautiful. Then now we want to query this application. We want to query this application. Okay. Beautiful. Click on search. Click on search and reporting here, where you have application by your left hand side, the left pane. The left pane here, click on search and reporting. I'm already going ahead. So click on search and reporting. Now we want to, there are queries we're going to enter. So we'll get our log, right? First of all, okay. So now index, no space, index, no space, put the equal sign, and then all in quotes, main, or simply, okay, if you can get this, fine, but if you can't get it, just simply type the Asterisk sign, yeah. Okay, so I have list of events and their time on my screen now. I don't know if you have the same. The query you're going to use to get events, list of events. Oh, please don't be lost. We don't have time. I'm not using the web version. No. Tides. Hope you're sure of what you're saying. Okay, so please don't mislead people. I am not using the web version. This is an application that is running currently on my system. Okay, I said index equals sign, index equals sign, and then main. Main should be in quotes. Let me increase my screen so you see what I typed. Or just there you can just type yes. No, double quotes, please. Not single, double. Yes. Come alive. Yes. Thank you. Double quotes, Olarewaju. Yes, you can type index equal to this main, or you can just use the star, the asterisk sign. It gives you the same thing. Or the asterisk sign, just once you type in the asterisk sign, the event comes up. All of your events comes up. Are we there? So we will look at these events. Okay, so now here I have 3,109 events. Okay, I don't know how many you have. And this is from yesterday to, this is from yesterday, 8 p.m. to this particular moment, right? So like a 24 hours thing. All right. So here now, please, can I go ahead? Yes, kiddies. Of course, we have different number of events now. You're not using my system. Everybody has the activity that takes place, right, on their own system. Okay, so now, yes, thank you very much. Now we're going to look at these events. We're going to look at these events. We have, if you want more time, like you want to expand the time, you can do that. It's right here. Then you have a lot of things to look at. Let's look at, let me use one of the events here. The event I want to look at here, my first event is look at the time, the log name application, the event code, this is the code, event type is 4, computer name, this is the name of my desktop, right? Then show all 11 lines. I have 11 lines that are still attached to this event. If I want to see everything, I can just click and then I'll see, okay, record number, I have source name, right? You have the source name, Microsoft Windows Security, SPP. You have record number, you have keywords, you have task category none, you have operation codes none, then message successfully scheduled software protection service for restart at this, right? And the reason is rules engine. What happened? It has collapsed already. Collapse. If I want to collapse this particular lines that I just checked. Okay, so now, who said she's not comprehending now? These are events, all right? These are, we sent a query and then it brought out the events that happened. Mine is just for 24 hours. If you want to get a log for as far as this is for the last 24 hours log here. You have here on your search bar, you have 30-second window, you have 1 minute, you have today, you have week today, business week today, month to date, year to date. So you have a lot. You can just click on any of this time, and then it brings up all the events that have taken place from that moment. Okay. All right. Let me calm down a little, right? It's because of our time. We don't have much time today, but I pray I'll need to come back for this. Once you type index and then the main, with the main, that is this query we sent, it's going to list out the number of events based on your time. All right, based on this preset time, whatever time you click, if you want to see for the last 30 days, you just click on the last 30 days and then all the events that have taken place for the past 30 days will come up. All right. Okay, now I have the events for the last 24 hours here. And then I'm trying to look at this event. I'm trying to study this event. I'm trying to see what really happened. For each of these events, there are different activities that must have taken place. Okay, so now once you click on any of the events here, you see them time events. So under this event, you can just click on any event and then it gives you a broader knowledge of what really happened there during the event and all of that. Type, if you can't type what I typed. See, Adebisi Paul had just done that. Index equal to main in double quotes, or you could just use asterisk. Once you just type asterisk, the asterisk button, if you click on press the asterisk button, all of this thing comes up. So now you can just go through. I have my first event here. If I want to show all the lines here, I'll do that. If I want to collapse it, I've read everything concerning this event. Okay, remember what we are trying to do. We are trying to defend this system. We're trying to defend our system, right? So, and I told you the last class that you need to have eyes for details. You don't just see these things and then you have to study them. You have to go through them. All right. So now, has a SOC analyst, you're gathering events, right? You're now gathering information about various events that have taken place on this system. Okay, so this is just one. You can see all of the events, and then we are going to narrow it down to particular events. Maybe you're looking out for something struck you, like you had interest in something you saw. So it will now it will make you push further to ask, to query more, right? To query, you have to query this and say, okay, why I want to get more of this. For instance, we're going to do that of error logins. All right. So we're going to check how many logins were like termed as error, and then we'll work towards that. All right. Are we together? Destiny, I typed oh, so you should know that. Amechi, are you asking what is an event or where is an event? If I understand your question, it should be what is an event. For your understanding, event are things that happens, right? What happened? Oh, Christian, what happened? You said we are not together. Yes, events can be filtered. Olariwaju, events can be filtered. Yes. Okay. Oh, why didn't you get the search results? Okay, let me hold on. For those of you, can you just get a search? I want you to query and let's get your events up. If you've sent a query and then you've gotten events popped up. I want you to get to where I am and then tell me what you see, how many number of events you have, and then the first event, just click on the first one and tell me what it's there. Yeah, if you don't see for 24 hours, you can check 7 days, a year, 1 month, all of that. So you can just extend your time. Oh, are we together? Please, we have a lot to cover. We're just trying to. Okay. Bimpe Kolawale, extend your time. You could click on 7 days. You could click on a month. Is your system okay? Did you follow up when we went to settings and then we clicked on data inputs? Bimpe. And we selected application, security, and system. Bankole, because you've gotten it now, Abby. You don't want others to follow. Okay, now, so at this point, let's move ahead. If we want to look out for a particular, for instance, someone is saying, you want to, let's search for, let's filter logs for error, right? We want to look out for errors in the log. So we could just do index, then the main, all in, hold on, let me search for, okay, so now I want to see if there are, if it's going to give me, nice. So now, these are error reports, okay? I've filtered it down to look out for errors in my, in this particular system now, right? So now all of this here have error reporting. So let me check what really happened, why there is an error reporting here. Okay, so now source name, window error reporting. This is it. What happened? Response not available. That was why an error message was sent. Okay, so now you can still do the same. Here I have, well, I have a lot of files here. All right. So I have filtered down to error. I entered index equal main and then error in double quotes. Good. Index, I have now filtered. I want to look out for errors, events that carried error. There was an error probably in logging in or in whatever I was doing. So I want to pick that. I want to pick those events, right, with error in them. I don't know if you're getting me. So now the query is index equal main, no space, just index and then equal main. Then you give a space and then error in double quotes. No, don't, if it works for you, fine. Yes, Adenikan, thank you. So here you can now look out for, just click, don't be fast. Once you just get those events up, once they are up, click on them. You can see mine, right? I have the log name is application, and this event took place around 1:33 p.m. today. Okay, this event, this thing now I'm saying now took place around about 1:33 p.m. today. The log name is application, the event code, the event type. You have all of this. So now to our defensive, we're going to put on our defensive cap, right? So in a situation whereby you are a SOC analyst and then you have done your logs, you've gathered some of this information. I talked about timing yesterday, right? And then when there is an exfiltration of data at a particular time, for instance, because it's going to give you, this application gives you the time of each event, the time at which each event had taken place. Okay, so now if you're into defensive, you need to be critical, right? And you need to pay attention to details. Okay, so now I find out that I have some error messages, some error that took place in my system or in the network, and then I'm trying to monitor what happened. I'm trying to really pick what really happened. So now this first one took place about 1:33. Then you go through, you don't just, you have to go through all of this, and you want to be sure it is what happened. Like this is not a remote host, right? This is a local host. That is, I'm not talking about an outside system, right? So I want to be sure if about 1:33, was I on my system? Did I in any way go through all of this? Because you have a lot that happened, right? Okay, now I have attached files. Look at them. These files may be available here. Okay, the available files are there. Analysis symbol, rechecking for solution, reports ID, report status, hash bucket, all of this. Was I really on my system at this point? And then if I was okay, so I don't need to panic. And the computer name here reads my own name, right? The name on my system. So it's fine. So these are the things you should look out for. Error in small letter. Oh, sorry, not yesterday, on Tuesday. Okay, right. So now, I don't know if we are here. Did we get any error events? Are we all here? Have we done the error check? No. Okay. Oh, yes, it's just 3. Nice. Please, are we following? Are we following? Please. I have to be fast because we just have 1 hour today. Those that are not following, is there any problem? Is there an issue? Nice. Many errors. Okay, then another at the bottom. Yes, we are. 70 with error. Okay. 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 All right. So now you're able to pick that, right? You're able to do that. This happened 1:33. This event. Fault bucket type 5. Store agents install failure. Okay. Response not available. Right. So if I want to collapse this, you do that. Oh, thank you. Someone just noticed my battery is low. Thank you. Okay. All right. Nice. So we can now continue, right? So a lot of us are here now. No, there's no break today, Prince. Just be listening and then take your attendance at the same time. Okay, so now we are going to move further, right? We're going to move further. If you want to save this, if you want to export this, you can do that as a CSV file, all right? You can save it and then if you want to save this, you can save, right? You can save this as reports. If there's an alert, you save it as an alert. But then before then, we're going to do visualization, right? Before we could say, but if I want to save this, I've gotten this report, okay, and I want to save it. I want to save it. You click on reports, then whatever title you give to it, then it is done, right? So now, okay, someone is asking, all right, when we talk about defensive security, let me take a break and then explain further. When we talk about defensive security, like we did the last time, we're trying to protect our system, right? And then how is that possible? You monitor events, you gather information, okay? And then, we talked about the SOC and then the blue team. All right. And we already said that the SOC and they monitor and then they analyze and then they do a whole lot of things before they move it down to the blue team. Okay. So these are some of the activities. For instance, now, if you want to look out for a phishing email, you can use this. If you want to look out for a brute force attack, you can use it. Right? Once you just type the correct query, it brings out events that is pointing towards an attack. Okay, so all of these are not just when we talk about cybersecurity. It's not all maybe written in English that you just read and understand. There are things you need to do. There are logs you need to gather. There are activities you need to monitor. You need to look at and then really find out why is it that this is a repeated occurrence, for instance. All right. So this is why this security information and event management tool is necessary. You cannot do all of this with your system. All right. You cannot do all of this with your system. So now you have all of this log, you have all of these events. These are the events that you might not even know had taken place in your system. You can't know all of these events. But when you now place it, for instance, now we have this, and then when I click on patterns, event patterns, small size, smaller. right? Less than 5,000 events may produce poor patterns. So try a search in a larger time range or with fewer constraints. When you see a pattern repeatedly on your network, on your system, it calls for alarm, right? So all of this, you can check all of this using this application. Then the statistics, if I want a quick report on this, give it to me. Okay? If I want a quick report on it, it's going to give it to me. If I want it visualized, I'm going to see it. Okay, it's up already. So these are the tools, or these are why you want to be a SOC analyst. It's not you just monitoring. You will monitor, but you need to have eyes for details. Why are these things happening? For instance, now we have two sources here. You can just click on it. Once you click, you have a lot of information about whatever you want to look out for. Okay, please, in my so some of you are just looking at your system, your screen. You're not even paying attention. You're not finding it interesting. Why I opted for this is because it is easier to use. There are others like Wazoo also is more complex. All right. Wazoo also gives you this kind of results and more. So now we're going to be looking at, I want to check in for logs, login details. Let me see who had logged into this system or into my yes, into my system. It's possible. You stay here, you check it, and then if you're not familiar with probably an IP address or you're not familiar with an event, then it has to call for more query. Who said we are not getting it? Please, you need to rewatch. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain, but I'm trying. Oh, you're just knowing Benga. Okay. So we're advised to like the page and continue if we can. All right. So please, I would want you to take out your time. Look at all of this list. I want it in tables. You can check it and all of that, the source, the type. There is a lot you can do with this. There is a lot you can do with this. You can do the analysis. You can do the visualization, as I've just done. There are statistics. If I want a quick report on this, I can get it. Okay? I can get it. Oh, my system, but I just have a quick report on everything now. Okay. Nice. So please, I'll suggest you go research for queries that you can use to get more event logs on Splunk. All right. So if you're not too sure, you're suspecting someone is using your system, if you're suspecting phishing, if you're suspecting brute force attack, you can use this. You can just, once you get the right query and then place it on search, you're good. It brings up all the events that has to do with what you had queried for. All right. I will. I'll give you handouts. Okay, I'll drop more commands, or you can Oluwafemi, See, and these commands, it's not as if they are in someone's head. You get conversant with the ones you're using to work. But if you need more, you can look out for, right? You can look out for. Okay. So any question for this little, you have it already on your system, unless you want to do away with it. Just play around. Whatever you don't understand, ask your AI. It's going to help you out. We just have 1 hour and it has elapsed. I'm sorry, Felix. Can you ask your question again? I was actually looking at the comments. So please ask your question before we leave. Any question? Bankole, nice. You see, you're exploring. Okay. Any question? Felix, I'm waiting for your question. Thank you guys for your time. Well, it's indeed a very short one. So please play around, navigate, research, ask chats, do whatever you need to do, how you need to go further with this. It's very simple. It's something you can do on your own. So, okay, Ma, please see a live question. Must we carry out this on the host system in case of an attack on the network? Okay, you know why this is, if you want to actually get more, you need to pay for it, okay? You need to pay for this. This is a free trial, right? So if you want to have more, you need to pay for, and then you can do your remotes. Of course, there are, once you go to settings, data inputs as well, then you can add your remotes and all of that. We're doing the local event because we don't want to go remote, right? So if you click on remote events log collection, you can, okay? So local host, you have your remotes. You can also get remote events. So there are a lot of things you can do with this actually. Once you go through the settings, and then here we have file and directories, we have local performance monitoring. So click on all of this. The one that you are permitted to use, then it's fine. But if you're not permitted to use it, that means you need to pay. Sorry, why are you avoiding my question? Please, what did you ask? Oh, I think I'm talking. Am I not talking? Please now, what's the question? I think that's what I'm answering. Must we carry out this on the host system in case of an attack on the network? So I just, if there's an attack on a network, where you could carry out your query mostly should not be on, not just only on the local network. You have the remote event log, right? So you can add remote. You can click on remote event log collection, and then it gives you, we have a number of inputs here. We have a whole lot of them. We have HTTP event collector, we have TCP collector, we have UDP. So we have a lot of things here. I don't know if I've answered your question. Have I answered your question? Come alive. All right. If you feel okay. All right. Thank you, guys. And just to have. Thank you, everyone, and have a pleasant weekend. Good night.